The last 2 weeks have been an absolute daydream. I can hardly believe it still, all of the beautiful things I got to experience and how deeply I was able to drop in with the elements. It's been just a few days since our last hike, and my body and soul and everything is already craving more of that. I feel like Switzerland is such a pristine container, and the mountains are just so crisp, and I don't know, the area here feels different, but Isabel and I really enjoyed our last few days. We definitely slowed down a lot after our last hiking experience that got a little scary, and decided to take it easy on our bodies and just frolic about and really appreciate a bit more slowness, because we were really making ourselves delirious with a lack of sleep and going on a new adventure every single day. But we eventually said our farewells, already having seeds planted for our next adventure, and I decided to spend 2 days in Zurich, Switzerland alone. Before I get too far into today's activities, I just wanted to let you know that my friends and I at Bellesa are hosting a giveaway where everyone gets either a free vibrator or gift card. Everyone who enters wins something, so it'll be the first link in my description box below. And I just feel like self-pleasure practice is something that I really love to do when I have copious amounts of alone time. It's just another one of those doorways for me, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my favorite toys from them. Bellesa is a bi-woman company for all things sexuality, including sex ed, erotica, and sex toys, and they are on a mission to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. So this is the Pebble. Their packaging is so cute, so compact, and also rechargeable, so there's no batteries. You just get to charge it with a USB in their case, and the Pebble is so tiny. It's basically a little clit sucker, and you can just have orgasm after orgasm with this thing, and there aren't any annoying patterns with it, just different levels of intensity. This is made from premium grade silicone and is waterproof. And then this is the Air Vibe, which is also super compact, and this is my favorite because it has both G-spot and clitoral stimulation, but you can choose to just have one. Just a really amazing way to open up new pleasure pathways. I feel like sex toys are just a way to keep things exciting in your sex life, and something that you can also integrate with a partner, but I personally just love using them on my own when I'm really taking my time and trying to worship myself and connect with my own sexual energy. So if you're curious about them, please click the first link in the description box. It has been over 2 months since I've had a full 24 hours to myself, and I have that today, which I just feel so about. Oh my god. I was dancing and singing and swaying with myself. I'm just staying in an Airbnb for one night before flying out of Zurich, Switzerland, and I cannot tell you how much of myself just returns back to me when I'm alone. We're out here learning about who we are, advocating for our experience, giving ourselves what we need so that we don't have to project things onto others, and just filling up our cups. It's okay to need copious amounts of time in quiet, intimate solitude with your soul. I used to spend up to 5 days alone when I was living alone, and it really served me. I think this past year I've been trying to enter into more socializing and not protecting myself so much, not feeling like I need to be in my little cocoon all the time, but I still have that need there as a baseline. So yeah, it's okay to take copious amounts of time away, and it's also okay to enter into the world and kind of meet that growing edge of uncertainty and of, you know, self-acceptance. And so many things come up when you do start socializing and try to invite more of that into your life. So I really honor both, like being a social butterfly and a complete introvert, and have been finding the balance myself. But naturally, I need this time and space. So first thing I want to do today is just a little meditation because I feel a little anxious, so let's do it. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo devasya dimahi Dio yo naf prachodayate. Your unique light, your unique frequency is needed here on this earth, is medicine to others. Self-acceptance creates space for spirit to make miracles in your life. Self-acceptance is co-creating with the divine. May I welcome the mystery of each now moment. May I witness all that is rising with loving awareness. Finally getting dressed for the day. It's pretty hot here. The first few days in Switzerland, I was freezing. The sun didn't come out until after like 7 days of Isabel and I being here, and now it's so hot to the point where I really want to swim in this river nearby, and I have been talking to some girls on Instagram. I think I'm going to swim with them. They invited me to stay at their house, but I was just feeling a little too antisocial at the moment to accept that. I had a bunch of work to get done, but I think we're gonna go jump in this river, so I'm really excited, and I'm excited to wear my little city girl outfits. I really adore this purse. It's like a little messenger bag, and this whole entire outfit is secondhand, and it's so comfortable. I just love lately wearing clothes that doesn't restrict me at all. Like, I can just breathe deeply, I can be bloated, I can be digesting, and I don't feel like anything is sucking me in at all. This is a skirt. I love a skirt. Everyone needs one in their life. Okay, I really hate wearing shoes inside, so I'm gonna take these off. I'm just really excited to go out and walk around and explore the city. I love cities. I need both nature and city. It's a tough battle for me because I don't know where I'm going to live. I did just eat 2 of these, but I'm bringing the rest to my earth angels that I'm gonna meet up with, so let's go.
Bünzli.
They cut like the grass with some cuts. Like,
No,
That is so funny.
no, it's a bit too much to say it's Bünzli, but yeah.
It's a big word.
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, that's the bird of Fiona. Like,
oh yeah.
she calls everyone like. It's like a endearing.
It's raining and sunny. It's a rain shower.
Yes.
But it's, you're right, it's not raining, like, right? It's raining right there. Okay, so they have convinced me. It honestly didn't take much for them to convince me to play ping pong. Yes. And there's a disco ball, artsy people. So I was like, you can't tempt me with a good time.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing
excited.
now. Thank you for reaching out to me on Instagram.
I'm so happy.
So we all love each other now.
Yes.
at this. This is our little like talk show.
Yeah.
For the people who are stuck at ping pong.
Our new podcast.
Yeah. We talk about life and love.
And how we deal with like success and not being successful at ping pong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do you accept defeat?
Yeah.
Okay, next. You got it. I'll try to defend this well. I just had the best time of my life. This whole afternoon was so beautiful, and I don't think that I've ever really hung out with someone from Instagram for that long. I don't want to promote just meeting random strangers from the internet, but if you trust that they're earth angels, it could really work out in your favor, and I just feel so fulfilled. I really thought today was going to be more of a solo, complete introvert day, but I'm telling you, lately in my life, hanging out with people, being unmasked together, feeling deeply, feeling ourselves is just so life-giving, and I don't feel like I need as much alone time as I used to. That being said, I'm really excited to go home and sleep in my bed. So grateful. I feel like I'm living a life I never thought that I could, and mostly just feeling safe in social settings, and all of that stems from knowing that it's okay to be in any of my experience. Like, the reason that I can actually socialize now with so much ease is because I know that no matter what's coming up for me or just who I am as a person, I know it's accepted, and I'm sure like having this YouTube channel helps to get that information across sooner. But in general, I just love voicing the truest thing in the moment. So whatever the heck I'm feeling, voicing that to the truest capacity, not sugarcoating anything, just having my heart right here in my hand and seeing what other people do with it. It just expedites the process of getting to know someone. But I'm heading home now. I'm going to have a cozy evening with myself, some nighttime rituals, if you will.
I know your face so well, but I can tell that it's changing. I know when you lie there still that you've just been resting. We get along so
I
well.
really feel like I have never looked more tired and exhausted and bad in my videos than the past few ones here in Switzerland, because I haven't gotten more than 6 hours of consecutive sleep the whole time. I've just been jet lagged, I've been camping, I've been staying up late, and I have really just been noticing my own self-judgment when I'm editing, just really getting really up close and personal with how tired I look, how my smile lines, like how dehydrated I am, and trying not to judge myself. And really, it feels like such a revolution to share myself looking the crustiest I ever have. Like, I literally start filming right when I wake up. I don't know, I think I should be beyond those kinds of thoughts, but I think that we all have attachment to looking a certain way, and it just can feel so vulnerable sharing yourself not looking the cutest online, and I feel like that's what I do literally every time I post a video. I think that insecurities have always taught me so much in my life, especially when I was breaking out really bad. I just really had to learn to move from the energy in my heart and not let my intense acne stop me from starting new conversations or feeling attractive or beautiful, which it definitely has the power to. And same with my smile. Like, I have Invisalign right now, and the buttons are stained, so they're so yellow. So every time I smile, especially on camera, it's really obvious. You can see the yellowness in my teeth, but it's just because of all the turmeric that I ate in India staining the buttons. And my smile has been an insecurity of mine because of other dental things, and I just feel like the past few months I've been confronting an even deeper version of that. And now when I smile, I'm covering my mouth, or I'm trying to smile like this because I feel shy about it, and it's just so revealing to me, my own attachment to the way that I look, and also how intensely we value beauty. I mean, the videos where I feel like I look really pretty and my hair is super voluminous and I just washed it and I'm all snatched in a nice new outfit, those videos do better generally on my channel, and I think that that probably makes a lot of sense to people, but it's just so obvious how, like, on a very sometimes even subtle level, all of us are really fascinated by beauty and want to emulate it and get in touch with it and witness it. And I don't know, I think it's interesting because it makes me feel like, oh, I want to play this game a little bit better and look a little bit better so people hear my message, which obviously so many people do, but I'm just like witnessing my relationship to beauty a lot and social media and trying not to perform anything, trying not to feel like I have to cover up anything or hide anything or prove that like my diet is healthy even with the way that I look. In reality, when I feel beauty, when I feel beautiful within myself, it's when I'm noticing love in the world and when I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and that's how I notice it in other people. It's never something that I'm seeking on the outside. It's the way people talk about things that are important to them, or the lessons that they've learned, or the grace that they held, or the way that they're kind to complete strangers. That is so beautiful and sexy and attractive to me. Anyway, those are some thoughts I've been having, and it feels a little bit vulnerable and a little ridiculous, but I want to make videos until I have kids. Until after that, I would love to share my kids' little school lunches and things, and I'm just thinking like, wow, in 20 years I'm gonna be looking even more exhausted and decrepit, and I really want it to not even be a conversation in my head, but this is where I'm at right now. So this is a little mental checkpoint. Most exciting event of the day. I'm gonna lay by the river and read for hours. I got my hat because I just want to post up and do absolutely nothing, because honestly I feel like I've been running around a lot, and even the past 2 weeks going on hikes and spending time with Isabel, we were doing so much, and a lot of discomfort took place. Just being really cold, sleeping on the hard earth, eating random cold food like the whole trip except for when we used our camping stove. So I'm really enjoying these more luxe, normal aspects of life right now. I feel like after today, I'll be able to go back out in the world, embark on hikes, do crazy things. But right now, I'm just kind of still decompressing from that crazy last week and a half. And yeah, I wanted to show you some snacks, mostly chocolate, that I'm excited about. This is my favorite chocolate brand here so far, New Cow, because it has such simple ingredients and it's vegan, of course. This is the crisp and crunchy one, which I love. It's like a crunch bar. And this is the white crunchy hazelnut. So these are my favorites. And then Isabel really loved this one. I'm really missing her already. It makes me really sad. But she liked this, so I decided to try it. And then I got some Tamari almonds. I love almonds. They're one of the rare peanuts I'm not allergic to, so got those. And then some dates. You guys know I love All Natura Supermarket. And then I also got cherry tomatoes, so those are my little snacks for the day. Couscous with zucchini and carrot. Can we talk about how my whole life I thought I didn't like tomatoes, and I definitely didn't like cherry tomatoes, but it's just because I was never eating fresh ones, and the ones in the US literally kind of taste like plastic and nothingness, but the ones here are like tangy and juicy and sometimes a little sweet, and now I'm obsessed and I can't stop eating them. Maybe my grocery stores I was going to just didn't have good fresh ones, but I've been eating so many tomatoes. very much in love with this place. Let me see if I wrote anything worthwhile. I've honestly just been writing random pages and getting all my random thoughts out, but trying not to attach, but wondering if it would be possible to live a life filled with only new moments, where every season is a new exciting timeline. It's so easy to fall in love here, in the world opening up by accident, in the people welcoming different unexplored parts of the self, in the space from old versions. Is it running away or running deeper into a truer self? I invite the curiosity. Right now I do have the time and space to go wherever, be whatever, exist as I wish, so I will go forward without too much hesitation. Only trust, only unencumbered living. I think that I used to run away a lot. I mean, the fact that I would move every single year and move several times within that year to different apartments, it's kind of like I would just start my life over so much, and it's something that I genuinely am very, very used to, but I don't feel like I'm doing that now. I feel like I'm navigating differently, where everywhere I'm going I am setting up really deep roots that I want to hold on to. Like even the friends that I've met here, I want to keep them forever, and where I was just living also, I have not let go of a single person who I love from there, and I used to do that. I have an avoidant attachment style where I can very easily just be independent and move on with my life and not think about people or miss people, which sounds so harsh to say, but that's just how I've been. Partially, I think, as a trauma response from being so independent at a young age, and partially just because that's the way that my heart is. And I spent a lot of the last year being so confused about love and my heart, and why I don't always miss people or don't need people, or what's wrong with me, or why can I fall in love with everyone and everything at once. And I have completely made peace with the way that I am, and am fully accepting and validating the way that my heart loves, and being compassionate about the fact that like I can have many timelines of love at once, and I can be in love with people in a way that doesn't actually require action. Like not all attraction even requires action, but it's more of just being intimate and witnessing love together. That's something I've learned about myself, is that more than owning or possessing or being with someone, I just want to witness and experience love together side by side as this shared experience. And that's a much more timeless thing than having like a one-time hookup, or I don't know, dating someone. I don't know why I went on that whole tangent, but basically when I would start over so frequently, I would be a little bit more careless about the relationships, or I wouldn't be as intentional with how I was treating people, or I would just kind of, it would be momentary. I would know, oh, I'm moving on soon, I'm leaving from this place, I don't need to worry about my integrity, I don't need to worry exactly about who I'm being here, because it won't matter in a few days or weeks or years. And now I'm just like, no, I'm living fully as myself in full integrity everywhere, and knowing that even if it's impermanent, a single moment of love does in some way last forever and imprint forever, and I just can stand behind it. And I'm not rushing a goodbye, I'm not forcing an exit, but I'm just really enjoying what's here and now, and then welcoming the next moment as it may change. And it's just a distinction I've noticed. I am obviously kind of like starting new communities everywhere I go, and then literally leaving without any foreseeable plans of return, but I'm just really owning it and savoring the moment. And it doesn't matter to me whether I'm going to be here for a day, a week, a month, or years. I am being myself and being honest and having my heart in my palm of my hand and sharing it with others, and it just feels really life-giving. I really feel like I had a lot of moments throughout my life where I would just do things that felt embarrassing or shameful, or I would just run because I would have so much anxiety or sadness that I would just be running from that version of myself more than even just the place. And it would be so scary to return back. I didn't like the way that I left friendships or the way that I exited, but now I feel like I'm exiting places with just more truth and softness. Like I'm just loving honestly, I'm living honestly, I'm communicating truly, and yeah, it's really nice. It's really easeful. And I don't know why I struggled with that for so long. I think just because I was sad, and that was where I was operating from a lot of the time, was like being afraid of who I was, being embarrassed about who I was, and so I just couldn't actually stand behind who I was acting as, because that wasn't actually me. It was just my deep, deep self-loathing. I'm gonna read and then jump in the river.